So for this video I'm going to go over shop projects 8 and 9, and for this particular one it had a couple good things about it, in that some of these dimensions, you didn't have to go figuring out every single one individually, so some of them were equal, and that helped out a lot. So right off the bat, got A, C, and E are 14 inches because the column lines up with the center line of the fittings, so therefore those guys are all 14. And then for B and D you take 9 inches. Okay, you got a 45 times 1.414, and then that's how we get those answers there. So B and D are the same, 1 foot and 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and then we need to find a step ahead for these other ones out here, and of course you know that we gotta go 9 times 0.414 gives us a step ahead, and so for F and J we add 1 step ahead for those, right? So 14 inches plus I think that's 3 3/4. Okay. Excuse me. So 3 3/4 is a step ahead, and add that to A, you get F and J, and then for G, you take the step ahead times 2, 3 3/4 of an inch times 2, and add that to B, and that gives you G and I. And then for C, you take the step ahead times 2 and add it to C, and you get H. So that's that. That one's done. And for 9, go ahead and what I did here is I projected this line here up just to get the triangle, get the visual on the triangles, and then so as far as the dimensions go, need to find R. You did that to start off, which 6.5 out to here for radius, plus 2, 8.5, and then again like the other one, number 7 it was, I went ahead and flipped this that way, just to envision it, and you can have, so 8.5 there, A equals O, 8.5 there, and then it would be 8.5 to there, so that's 17, right? And then you would have to find out what this dimension is here to subtract it out of there, and in order to do that, you get X, which in the book they call C. So in order to find X, we take R times 0.414, and it equals 3.5 inches, right? So that was 3.5 there, 3.5 there, right? And 2 times 3.5 is 7, right? So there's your C. And then so you take 3.5 inches, right, for in a 45, that's your offset or advance, and you'd multiply that by 1.414, and you get that dimension there, which let's see, I didn't have it jotted down, but anyways, you subtract that from 17. So 3.5 times 1.414 get you X, or I'm sorry, get you this number here, this dimension, and then you take that and subtract it from 17, which would be the overall, and then you would have the answer for B. And then you could do the same thing for D. You take that, it's actually the same thing, but anyways, it would be the same method. So if you started on that side, it'd be the same thing. So and then in order to get O, again looking at this as far as triangles concerned, you can see that that's a travel piece or a hypotenuse of this triangle here, and so that's R. So 8.5 times 1.414 will give you O. Okay, and then in figuring out what A is, you would subtract O from this overall dimension of 22 inches, and then you'd end up with A. And And then same thing here for E. You'd take that dimension O, subtract from 26.5, and you get E. So it's as simple as that. Hopefully that answers your questions. There's what I got for numbers anyways on this. I got 10 inches for A, foot for B, 7 inches for C, foot for D. E is 1 foot 2.5, R is 8.5, O is 1 foot, X was 3 inches, 3.5 inches. So if you got something different, let me know. Something didn't look right, let me know. Maybe caught something I didn't. So thanks for watching, and hope this helps.